Hey Exiles, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about the Path of Exile's 2 roadmap for 2026, covering the release of the massive 0.5 update, new classes, campaign acts, the expected 1.0 full launch, and how the game will stay free to play. No rumors, just everything we know so far. Let's jump in. By the way, if you need cheap PoE currency for setting up your Freesia build, go to aoeh.com to buy with coupon AAA, fast and safe. First up, let's talk about the next big update, patch 0.5.0. All signs point to a launch around April 10th, 2026, continuing Grind and Gear Games' tradition of releasing major updates on Fridays. With roughly 4 months since the last big patch, this fits their typical schedule perfectly. This update is taking aim at some of the most requested features. Expect a totally reworked endgame atlas, brand new quest-driven objectives for veteran players, and lots of tweaks to league content. Not only will in-game mapping become much more engaging, but the new systems are set to give players more freedom in choosing their favorite playstyles. Plus, there's a focus on improving melee class survival and refining the way rewards and waystones work. Now, let's get into the next new classes after the Druid. Path of Exile 2 is planned to launch with a total of 12 character classes, each featuring 3 unique ascendancies. With the Druid freshly added in patch 0.4, we now have 8 classes and 19 ascendancies available in PoE 2 early access. That leaves 4 core classes still unreleased: the Duelist, Marauder, Shadow, and Templar. The Duelist is widely expected to join the roster in patch 0.5, bringing exciting sword-based skills and an all-new ascendancy trial, perfect for players looking to experiment with fresh weapon choices and fast-paced melee combat. After the Duelist, all eyes turn to the Templar and Marauder. Most rumors point to the Templar potentially arriving either with the following major update or as part of the 1.0 full release. Similarly, many think Marauder could round out the cast even after launch, depending on the studio's development timeline. And what about the Shadow? While Grind and Gear Games hasn't locked in a date, community speculation and release pacing suggest we might see the Shadow class introduced with the first major patch after 1.0, potentially making a stealthy entrance early in 2027. Now, let's talk about the next campaign stages in PoE 2's story, Acts 5 and 6. Act 5 is on deck and heavily hinted to drop alongside the Duelist in patch 0.5, likely around April 2026, and is bringing us back to the rebuilt city of Oriath. Here, we face the secretive Twilight Order, a powerful faction formed after the fall of the old gods. Guided by Oriana and her son Lumerius, the so-called perfect being, the Order has sinister plans tied to the beast and hidden experiments with virtue gems. The ultimate vision for PoE 2 is a 6-act structure, and if the current pacing holds, Act 6 is likely to arrive with the 1.0 full launch at the end of the year. In this ultimate act, everything is turned upside down. The allies and heroes you've stood with along the way, Finn, Asala, Tavakai, may ascend to godhood themselves. You'll be forced to challenge not only new divine powers, but the very ideals you once fought for. So, when's PoE 2 leaving early access for good? All eyes are on December 2026. ExileCon is set for November, and big conventions like this only happen for milestone news. Traditionally, that means a major launch. The full release is set to include all acts, a much more polished endgame, nearly every planned class in Ascendancy, and significant improvements across the board. It's going to be the most complete Path of Exile 2 experience yet. And yes, Path of Exile 2 remains completely free to play, no content locked behind paywalls. You'll see cosmetic microtransactions and supporter packs just like PoE 1, but the gameplay stays free for everyone. Thanks for watching, and may your orbs bring great luck.